1, we're doing baseball stats for days. Baseball is a sport dominated by statistics and data. Keeping track of all this baseball data is useful when making decisions for a coaching and scouting perspective, gambling perspective, fan perspective, and analysis perspective. Our database hopes to capture the essence of the game and provide a useful view in the world of baseball that is practical for all the given perspectives. Often information kept isolated and forming a whole picture of all different aspects of the sport and being able to relate them is useful and much needed. The functional specs of our database. We want to be able to track baseball statistics for professional baseball players, such as batting average, pitching, base running, etc. We want to track statistics about player details such as name, age, contract length, and other stats. We want to track team statistics, location, stadium size, team members, and we also want to be able to track social media followers of these teams in order to predict popularity and other things like that. We want to track the finances for teams based on payroll and also the individual salaries for both the players and the coaches. Along with player salaries, we also want to track endorsement deals. This can help determine players' worth and their popularity.
We have designed the stats table so it is subclassed by more specific aspects of the game. These include batting, pitching, base running, and fielding tables. One of the primary keys, plate appearance, is delineated by a change in batter. Since the other two primary keys are player and game, there can be many entries per plate appearance, as a baseball play generally involves several players. In order to track the performance of teams, we created the game table and the association classes, visiting team and home team. These track the results of every game a team participates in. The home team is determined by the team that bats second. We wanted to enhance the functionality of our database beyond team and player statistics to give the user a unique look into the sport. To accomplish this, we defined tables that allow the user to relate aspects of the sport that are not traditional stats. These include gambling to help show the relationship between sports odds and wagers on a game, social media tables like Twitter calling count for players, and internet trends tracking table to help view the popularity of games. We also included endorsement tables to give the user a better grasp on the relationship of a player's income to his performance and popularity. Overall, we hope our design enhances the user's understanding of professional baseball and how all the parts, both on and off the field, relate to each other.
Sample demos of our database. Our first demo will be on the trigger we created, where if we update a win for a home team, the visiting team will suffer a loss for the same game. As you can see currently, the home team is ID 1 and the visiting team is ID 2. So if we take the home team and update the result to a win in this table, now if we select the result, select the values from the said tables, as you can see, the team in the home team table has now been updated to a win, and testing the trigger in the visiting team table, it has now been updated to a loss. This next demo will show how to query over the database in case a fan wants to see specific statistics over the course of a season or for a given hitter. So as you can see from the query on the screen right now, we are selecting a player with the maximum or the most number of hits in the database currently. So as you can see, the current result is Jason Varitek with 3. Now if we insert another value into the batting table and give Jason Varitek a single. Now if we query this database again, this should in fact change the number of hits that he currently has to 4. And as you can see, the result is 4, and thus our database is functional.
Naturally, we want to refine our table given more time, so we have a lot of future plans, and here are some of them. First, we want to refine our stats table, which means we want to be able to track pitch by pitch. So we want to know what happens on every single pitch in every single game. So that way when a fan wants to know what happens on a certain pitch in a certain game, they will be able to know that detail. Second, we want to utilize a service to automatically insert data for us, which makes it a lot easier for us and it makes inserting the values just a lot simpler for a database. Third, we want to be able to add more tables for social media and popularity tracking. That way we can track maybe some progression over a certain period of time on a player's rising popularity or decreasing popularity, and we can do that for a team too. And finally, we want to certainly be able to cover other baseball games, so for college, little league, and certainly international games. This will help make our database more robust, and given more time, we would be able to improve this database.